Hello Libra, and welcome to your April 2023 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Five of Swords. So you're coming in pretty strong in, let's say, either outside of you or inside of you. This is a very defeating energy. Either, if you're a lawyer, it's great, you win. But when we do it to ourselves, you see that this guy is holding three swords. The three swords is the Three of Swords. He's holding, and his mind is super passionate, and he's holding all of the proofs of the facts for him and events of the times that he was hurt, that somebody screwed him, of this and this happened, and there you go. I have all the proofs. So these other two guys are like going all sad towards the water. The wind is blowing like crazy. It's really the air moving, but it's not in an harmonized way, okay? And what it's talking about all those times that she was in reverse, the divine feminine. So, like I say, when I have the Emperor, divine masculine, it's not man or woman, it's your feminine and your masculine, and you have the both of them within yourself. What she's responsible for is your inner knowing that you are unconditionally loved, that you are connected with everything, that you are one and received, that it is normal to nurture yourself and to be nurtured, to be protected, supported, to trust your intuition, your inspiration, your aspirations. It's Venus. Unconditional love and abundance. So, if your relationship with Venus hasn't been so great, whether from men or women, and yourself, and you have so many arguments against it, this is keeping our mind in this set because we have all the files for it. And you're Libra, so you're all about justice. And here you seem to have so many files of all the times things were not balanced because Venus is your ruler. So you know her personally. And now Venus is entering this month Gemini. So the mental aspect, its ruler is Mercury, and Mercury will square at the same time Lilith. So, of course, the wounded feminine will come up to the surface. And here, Libra, you've got so many arguments about it. But at the end of the month, it might be the good timing, divine timing, by looking at the whole picture so that you can finish this experience, okay, this human experience of unfairness and lack of Venus. So let's look under that Five of Swords. I have the King of Swords with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So that means that my mental, my integrity, my truth is, no, I am not going for an extra cup. I am not going for that extra love that will make me feel better because I keep my arguments. There's a bit of stubbornness. If you feel yourself being stubborn, like, no, you will not see me happy and fulfilled and in peace because you've hurt me and you're going to pay for it. And if all of a sudden I'm happy, then maybe I won't have any more proof against you. So this is kind of an inner mental combat that we have. You're going to be at the crossroads with this. Do I remain the way I've always been, the way I've always brought my energy with this reality and this mental combat within me? If my truth is that nobody ever supported me, and through that, I got a few medals of what I've been able to accomplish all by myself because nobody ever supports me. How can I take a path where people would support me? Because then my whole thing would crumble. And this is a bit what you're going to see. Okay? Under the Empress in reverse, I have the Star in reverse and Judgment. And here the Star in reverse, what does she do? She releases all of those files, all of this old water. She releases it. She aligns herself with her true self so that she can start receiving from the divine. That's why we'll say, oh, wish fulfilled and all of that. That's the side effect of holding on to nothing that creates a distortion of whatever lack, sabotage, betrayal, or whatever. Because if we hold on to it, it's our vibration. So this month, old parts of you will come back to the surface. The parts of you that made you lose faith. Lose faith in the universe, in you, in Venus. And because of that, what happened is that you never got, because I have here, you never got the chance to have that truth, okay, of, yes, I can have faith into what I want to bring, in what I want to invest, in putting myself in this world and seeing the results. Here, those two, it's like having faith in that, completely my wand aligned with the sun, with my Ra, with my crown chakra, white flower in my hand. I am purified. I know my truth and I'm going for it. Nothing is deceiving me. I'm not cutting my own legs with, nah, it won't work. You don't have what it takes. Whatever are those 3 swords in your heart. This is the judgment that's going to happen. Oh my God, if I want to start my business, if I want to write the book of the story I've always had, but I never trusted it, or whatever, I'm going to have to remove this. Under the World and Temperance, I have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse with the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, that's good. We're letting go of the juggling of, I have a certain concept of how life is and my worth and who I am, and I have another belief that is the complete opposite, and therefore these 2 things do not work. What I want to create, what I want to see, what I believe, and what I believe deeply, unconsciously, are not the same. When it's in reverse, this is when we're ready to stop juggling here. Ready to let go of our old sadnesses, but I'm still not right up there with my worth. And the Queen of Pentacles is also ruled by Venus. So that's the one thing they have in common here. They're in reverse. So that means that all of these arguments that you have are all the times that you did not feel safe, that you did not feel that your worth of knowing, I'll make it, I have what it takes, I'm enough. All those times. So let's clarify this for you, Libra. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of April 2020. 2023. April 2023. Okay, let's look at your Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? So you're coming in the month like that. So this, when something like that happens, it's just because this is the time to address it. Queen of Cups. And here I have the Four of Swords and the Tower. Emotionally shaken to get you out of the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, this is when we are constantly repassing our three swords on the wall within us. I went through this trauma, this trauma, this trauma. They are constantly within me. As I walk, every step hurts of these memories, of these swords in my heart. When I heal, I try to understand them. I try to pray to give me the light, to understand the why, and to reconnect with faith. So I can get out with that one sword of who I truly am, so that my truth is unique. So here, you might have, and it touches your emotions, of course, but the fact that the Queen of Cups is still upright, I mean, this is pretty good. And we have the Queen of Cups upright on the bottom of the deck, my Libras, but it's touching your mental. So it is coming to, yes, affect you emotionally, that's for sure. There's like, maybe some of you lived a shake-up, right? At the end of March or something like that. But this is so that the way you think, the crown, the way you process and manage your life, so that it can be rebuilt, restructured. Let's look at that King of Swords with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. We have the Pope. All right. The Pope, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's interesting because these are two eights, and they're in reverse. And the other thing they have in common, apart from being in reverse and being number eights, is that, see this guy, he has a wand in his hand. Because it takes willpower to go for that cup. And these are called the arrows of love because they are the moves we make in order to receive high vibrations of love, joy, serenity, peace, creativity, whatever. Okay? And here they are in reverse. The Pope and the King of Swords being there, it's like and we have the Ten of Cups. You're at your Ten of Cups. And you have to realize, and here there's a real, it's like the discernment of the Pope that, is there to apply and choose what you're going to do, how you're going to do it with your spiritual integrity. And King of Swords, that is all about your truth. Why would they back up, not doing anything, to get you to your next cycle of cups? Because if you're at the Ten of Cups, that would mean that right now I am content. I've hit my ceiling. if it's not quite there, because we go through Tens of Cups often in our lives. Once we hit it, there's another cup. Okay, once I hit my 10 of Cups when I was 15, maybe it was like, my first love or whatever. As you grow, well, there's going to be more conscious. You're more conscious. You're more awake. You're more. You want more. So to feel that happiness and that joy. So here, you've hit your 10, and it's time. They're showing it's time to either remain where you are, master of the domain. Here, I'm super in control. I'm super in control. And maybe that's why the Tower kind of came and crushed that a bit. Because it wants to push you to get out of your comfort zone. Let's look at that Two of Wands. Let's look at that Two of Wands. Ooh, okay. Well, that's the thing. The Two of Wands is very hard to take that new path where we have a hard time seeing in front of us anything that has to do with unconditional love and abundance. It's like if you had given up on her, on Venus. And here with it, I have the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, given up on walking a path where you would manifest your life in a different way. Don't give up on it out of righteousness, because you're holding on to what you've went through. It will not be serving you. Let's look at that Empress in reverse. That is how you're sabotaging yourself, and you are not contacting the part of your soul that's connected with the divine feminine, that wants to nurture you, that wants to make you feel that love and joy and peace within yourself. Here, if you're not listening to that part that would guide you into the moves you should make to go towards it, then you're just robbing yourself of this aspect within yourself. If you haven't lived it in the past, if your mother never showed you that you're, to begin with, your worth is unconditional, also your capacity to receive love and give it and hold it within yourself is unconditional. If you didn't receive that, do not set it in stone with all the proofs that you have, preventing you and robbing you of experimenting it in the future. So this is a bit what it's all about. Yeah, this is preventing you, here I have, from really finishing the cycle. And here I have the King of Cups. So Queen of Cups and King of Cups. So you have the emotional intelligence, you feel it inside, but you're fighting your mind. Let's look at those three cards that were in reverse. Knight of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so, okay. I have Justice, Libra, that's you, in reverse. And I have the Empress in reverse again, but with the King, the Emperor upright. Your masculine is, that's the thing. You're doing the right thing out of your morality, moral consciousness of the Pope. I'm doing the right thing, but inside my, my divine feminine is not supporting me. So he's working alone. Your masculine is working alone. That's much harder because then he will have to control every aspect because he doesn't have that inner guidance. And he is really in a hostile environment. He is not one with everything. Let's look at the temperance and the world, but something is, all right, Queen of Wands. Something is, you're ready now. Queen of Wands is the law of attraction. So maybe of what you want to you desire, what you want to attract. Here, we're starting to be less conflicted about it. Maybe I want to be in peace with Venus. Two of Pentacle. Let's say that maybe you've known more of a Lilith than a Venus, but still got a, here is a Pentacle, and here is the Judgment. Judgment is going to be very important for you because this is what is going to allow this new interface, new worth, new concrete, solid thing that you can grow to get abundance, to get all of these things. So you will have to release here. And you will have to look at what abundance is all about. And here is a tower. You enter with a tower and you leave with a tower. The first tower is more about your mind, to shake the strong structure of control. And at the end, it's going to be more about your vision of how abundance works. And if you look at him, yes, abundance work, like it's not, oh, rich guy, poor guy. This is the balance of the universe. And the only way it can be balanced if you're in the knowing that everything comes from an infinite source. He has no problem giving because he is connected to his infinite source. He's not expecting anything from these guys. It is unconditional giving of one's overflow in a balanced way. That's why he has a scale. And they are not thinking, I can't receive that because I don't want to owe that guy anything. They're receiving it because they know it comes from an unconditional, abundant place, infinitely abundant place. They know that what they're receiving is not going to break the guy because he will not let himself be broken. So when it comes to the divine, the concept of abundance comes from Venus. The concept of infinite growth, abundance, love comes from Venus. So if I'm cut off from her, how can I be in this state of being? If everybody would be in there, you wouldn't have any poor people. That's the thing. Because you wouldn't be, I need to control and feel safe because I have this inner not believing that I am not secure here, I am not safe, I'm gonna lack, so I better keep everything. So you wouldn't have any mongering. You would have flows of abundance. I like generating abundance in this world. I'm good at it because of who I am. There it is. But I don't need to accumulate and have control over everything. That's when you're not connected to your feminine, that you have that fear. And even if you have 1 million, 10 million, 100 millions in your bank account, if you're not connected to your divine feminine, you will always fear abandonment, lack, losing in this hostile environment. So on a grand scale, it shows a lot. But on your inner scale, it would make you not dare go for what you want to accomplish and do because you don't trust that the universe is going to be there for you. So it has a much more, even though we think we're in control, it has a much more negative outcome. And I think maybe you're going to be conscious of that. Your relationship with Venus, Libra, is going to be very obvious this month. And ultimately, there's going to be that decision of allowing her in you or not. So, on this, my beautiful Libras, I send you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel if you may. If you want a private reading, the description is below. You go, there's a website. You go on there. Everything is easy, user-friendly, and all. So, on this, happy spring, and I'll see you next month.